Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our 30-day English practice podcast. This is day 12, and we've covered an exciting range of topics so far, from introductions, daily routines, and shopping, to talking about future plans using be going to and will. But today we're going to have some fun. The title is Make Me Laugh, Common Mistakes and Funny Errors. In this episode, we'll explore typical mistakes that A2 to B1 learners often make in English. We'll share amusing real-life examples, and most importantly, give you quick tips to correct or avoid these errors. Learning from mistakes can be both educational and entertaining, so we hope this will bring a smile to your face while also boosting your confidence. As always, my co-host Alex is here with me. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Sam. I'm thrilled about this topic because I've seen so many funny or embarrassing mix-ups in my time helping English learners. Mistakes are natural. We all make them. If we can smile while learning to fix them, that's a win-win. So let's jump in.
Part 1. Why mistakes can be funny and helpful. Mistakes can be humorous for a few reasons. 1. They reveal language gaps. Sometimes translating word for word from your native language leads to funny phrases in English. 2. They involve pronunciation mix-ups. A slight error in sound can change the meaning drastically, often resulting in comedic confusion. 3. They show common grammar slips. Using as or mixing up he and she can create odd sentences that make native speakers chuckle and gently correct you. By laughing at these slip-ups, we reduce the fear of mistakes. Remember, laughter can be a sign you're learning something new. Mistakes are stepping stones to fluency. Absolutely. So let's start by listing some common mistakes at the A2B1 level. Then we'll share short dialogues or anecdotes that highlight how they can be amusing, but also how to fix them. Part 2. Common mistakes and funny examples. 1. Confusing I'm boring versus I'm bored. Funny error. Learner says I'm boring right now, meaning they have nothing to do. But in English, I'm boring suggests your personality is dull, which is quite different. Correct usage. I'm bored. I'm feeling bored. I'm boring. My personality is not exciting. Tip. If you want to describe your current feeling, use I'm bored. Mini dialogue. Hi, Alex. How's your day?
Oh, not so good. I'm boring.
Wait, do you mean you are a boring person?
No. I'm bored because there's nothing to do. 2. I have 25 years versus I am 25 years old. Funny error. Learner says, I have 25 years, literally translating from their first language. But in English, that sounds like you possess 25 years, maybe in a box. Correct usage. I'm 25 years old. Or simply, I'm 25. Tip. Remember, in English, we use am to describe age, not have. Mini dialogue. How old are you?
I have 25 years.
You have them? Where do you keep them?
I am 25 years old. 3. Misplacing he and she. Funny error. Learner says, my mother is great. He works at a bank. This can cause confusion about your mother's gender. Correct usage. My mother is great. She works at a bank. Tip. Practice short sentences focusing on correct pronouns. Make sure to match he with male nouns and she with female nouns.
4. Forgetting S in third-person singular. Funny error. He want to play or she like coffee leads to a comedic or childlike tone. Correct usage. He wants to play. She likes coffee. Tip. If your subject is he, she, or it, add S or S to the verb. Mini dialogue. Does your sister like coffee?
Yes, she likes coffee a lot.
She like coffee? Or she likes coffee?
Right, sorry. She likes coffee a lot. 5. Confusion with people is versus people are. Funny error. People is friendly here, which sounds off. Correct usage, people are friendly here, because people is plural in English. Tip, always treat people as a plural noun.
6. I very like versus I really like. Funny error. I very like pizza. It's understandable, but not correct. Correct usage. I really like pizza. Or I like pizza very much. Tip. Avoid I very like. Instead, say I really like, or place very at the end. I like it very much.
7. Spelling mix-ups that change meaning. Funny error, writing desert, like the Sahara, instead of dessert. Sweet dish. I love dessert after dinner can be quite amusing. Correct usage, I love dessert after dinner. Tip, dessert has two S's because you often want seconds of sweets.
8. Pronunciation faux pas. Funny error. Pronouncing beach like B-E, leading to an accidental swear. Correct usage. Practice the long E sound in beach, peach, each. Tip. Don't be shy. Rehearse tongue twisters or minimal pairs, sheet versus seat, etc., to refine your sounds.
Part 3. Why these mistakes happen. 1. Direct translation from one's native language. 2. Pronunciation challenges or mixing up similar sounding words. Third, grammar gaps, especially third-person singular forms, pronouns, or irregular verbs. Fourth, lack of exposure to correct English usage and context, listening, reading. Mistakes at the A2 to B1 level are natural. The trick is to spot them, laugh, and learn from them.
Yes, exactly. I've heard so many comedic instances, like saying, I'm married with 2 kids in a literal sense, which might suggest you're married to your kids. The correct phrase is, I'm married and have 2 kids. Mistakes can be adorable or hilarious, but they're also fixable. Part 4. Quick tips to fix and avoid mistakes. 1. Listen and notice. Watch English shows or listen to podcasts. Pay attention to how native speakers phrase things. Example, notice I'm bored versus I'm boring. 2. Record yourself. Speak on a topic for a few minutes. When you replay it, do you hear I have 20 years or she like coffee? Jot down errors, then correct them. 3. Read simple texts. Read short stories or articles written for A2 to B1 learners. Notice grammar forms, pronouns, and sentence structure. 4. Use grammar apps or exercises. A quick grammar quiz can highlight recurring mistakes, like forgetting third-person S. 5. Embrace corrections. If someone corrects you, politely or humorously, don't feel embarrassed. That's how you grow. 6. Practice in small bites. Each day, pick one typical error you make, like people is instead of people are, and focus on correcting it whenever you speak or write.
These tips are key. Listening, reading, and self-checking go a long way. Once you find your frequent mistakes, you can systematically work on eliminating them. Part 5. Sample dialogue, a funny mix-up. So, Alex, how old are you?
I have 28 years.
Oh, you have them, do you? Are you keeping them in a suitcase? Laughs.
I mean, I'm 28 years old. I keep mixing that up.
No worries, we all do that at first. By the way, how was your weekend?
Well, I am boring. Oh, sorry, I am bored on Sundays usually. But this time I hung out with friends.
That's great. How about your friend Bob? Did he come too?
She is a friend, not a he. I keep mixing pronouns. My friend Bob is short for Roberta. She's quite friendly.
That's an easy slip. Any fun stories from the weekend?
Actually, we went to a dessert shop, but I spelled dessert as desert on my social media post. Everyone laughed and wondered why I wrote, "We love desert."
Classic. These mistakes are funny, but also a good way to remember correct forms.
Exactly. I'll never forget the double S in dessert again.
Part 6, Practice Plan, Day 12 edition. Now it's your turn to spot, fix, and laugh at mistakes. 1. Write a paragraph. Describe your day or weekend. Insert some fake mistakes on purpose, like, I have 25 years, and then correct them at the bottom. This helps you identify patterns. 2. Record a short talk. Talk about your likes, age, or a random funny event. After recording, listen carefully for errors like pronoun confusion or missing S. 3. Find a speaking buddy. If you have a friend, do a funny error challenge. Each person uses or corrects a comedic slip. The one who spots the error first gets a point. Learning plus laughter equals better memory. 4. Create a mistakes list. Keep a small notebook of your personal repeated errors. Review it weekly, crossing out what you've mastered. 5. Stay consistent. This is day 12. Amazing. Keep building on the grammar, pronunciation, and conversation skills from previous days.
Yes, consistency is crucial, and humor reduces stress, making it easier to remember corrections. Don't be afraid to laugh at your mistakes. It shows you're courageous enough to learn.
Exactly. So let's do a quick recap. 1. Common mistakes. I'm boring, bored, I have 25 years, forgetting third person S, mixing pronouns, wrong spelling, dessert versus desert. 2. Why they're funny. They can drastically change meaning or imply something silly. 3. How to fix. Listen to native usage, record yourself, do grammar exercises, and accept corrections. Practice 4. Write paragraphs with intentional errors. Find a friend to spot them or keep a log of repeated slips. Now, we hope these tips help you enjoy your language journey more. Mistakes aren't roadblocks. They're signposts pointing to where you can grow.
Part 7. Conclusion and wrap-up. Mistakes can be a brilliant tool for learning. If you approach them with curiosity and a sense of humor, they become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Next time you catch yourself saying something like, I'm boring, when you mean I'm bored, laugh, correct it, and move on with more confidence.
That's all for day 12. Make me laugh. Common mistakes and funny errors. We hope this episode has not only made you grin, but also shown you how to handle these common pitfalls. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe or follow us. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to comment with a funny mistake you've made or spotted.
Yes, we'd love to read your stories. Remember, we learn best by doing and by laughing. Tomorrow is day 13, so keep an eye out for our next essential English topic. Thank you for joining, and keep practicing with a smile.
Thanks, everyone. See you in the next episode. Happy studying.